Hi everyone, and welcome to the demo of Trade Promotion Planning for Oracle Demand Management Cloud. This is a PaaS extension meant to enhance the capabilities already available in Demand Management Cloud. So what we see here is the landing page that you see as a user. You come in and this is what you see. On the left, you'll see some KPIs that can be defined or modified during deployment. On top here, I see different promotions and their associated lift. On the bottom, I see a more aggregate view, which is showing me ROI of different promotion types based on the discount tied to those promotions. So for example, I can see that BOGO was going up from an ROI perspective, but then drops down for some reason that needs to be investigated. Display, well, we're probably getting a lot of units when we have very high discounts, 50 and 60%. The benefit, or the let's call it the financial viability of such a promotion might be in doubt. TPP and feature. After we've looked at all of this, I want to take a look at what promotions I have coming, what promotions I ran. So I'll click on here and I'll go to a view that's unique to us called a timeline. A timeline is like a calendar, but a lot more visual, a lot more intuitive. Here we see over time what promotions are running. The size of the box is essentially the length of the promotion. If I scroll in, I can actually see a more detailed view. The color can be tied to things like status or promotion type. And if I click on a promotion, I can see additional details like baseline, incremental. I can create brand new promotions just from this view. I can copy this promotion as the basis for a new view. So it's all very powerful and very intuitive. I can also, as part of my timeline, filter what the timeline is showing me, not just over time, but also on a population. So for example, I want to look at product line apparel. So only show me promotions that are spanning at least some items in product line apparel. I could filter into individual stores, or here I'm going to my retail account. So now I'm seeing a very focused view of the promotions running on impacting product line apparel and the account retail. So that's timeline. Now let's move on to actually creating a promotion. So I'm going to go to manage. And the cool thing about this view is it's very, very easy to see which promotions you've historically already planned and add a new promotion. I can see which promotions, for example, start with the word spring, which promotions have the owner of Chetan, etc. That's all easy to do, easy to clean, and very easy to interact with. Okay, so I'm going to create a brand new promotion. I want to create a promotion that's also part of spring, probably late, and maybe it's a clearance. I need to specify the account the promotion is tied to. This is going to have all kinds of impacts, including showing me some default approvers for a promotion. So I'm going to choose it to be on retail. I can specify how many units I think I'm going to sell as part of this promotion, and then I'm going to define the dates for the promotion. So let's see, 2021, yeah, mid-June, let's say, to mid-July. Other things I can define here are shipping windows, warehouse start and end dates, availability for the promotion. Not mandatory fields, but definitely things I could configure. I do need to specify a promotion type, let's say TPR. I need to give it a default budget. That's going to impact approvals. And yeah, so now I've created my promotional header. Next, let's go and actually define the details of the promotion. So here we define what the population of promotion is going to be on. It could be on everything, or if you want to, you can go in and actually pick from a whole list of items the promotion is going to run on, or you could do it what typically happens at a more aggregate level, such as a promoted group or a product line. For example, I'm going to be promoting apparel products. Here I can choose a customer level. Again, if you want to pick from a list of individual stores, you can. if you've got something else in mind, for example, retail. So I've just chosen to create a promotion that's going to span apparel and retail. I'm going to generate my promotional details, and now I see a full list of the items that fall under apparel and under customer level retail. So all these stores were associated with the retail channel. I might decide that, you know what, some of these products I'm not going to promote. I can go in, I could select a bunch, I could delete them from the list. And let's say I'm happy with my list. I'll click Save. Here I want to enter a few additional pieces of information. For example, percent discount, the availability date. So again, we're going to go with the 15th of June. Great. In the next screen, as part of this promotion creation wizard, I could add tasks that typically happen as part of creating a promotion. For example, I want to make sure we get a confirmation from the retailer. I want to assign this to John. If it doesn't get done, I want Jonathan Smith to get notified. It's a new task. The due date is going to be, let's say, October of this year. Yep. And essentially, once this date approaches, if it hasn't been done, there's going to be some escalation. Once this date is reached, there's going to be additional escalation. So as part of your promotional creation, approval, and execution process, if you've got some tasks you need to ensure happened, that could be defined here. Now I'm going to go next, and I'll see some default approvers already seated for my promotion. So this is tied to that original account I picked in the beginning. Different accounts and other different dimensionalities could have different approvals already set in. I could go in here now, modify my promotions, approvers, etc. Once I'm happy with who needs to see it and who needs to approve it next, I'll click Submit for approval. So now we've seen how I create a promotion manually. But sometimes you're going to have a much bigger population for your promotion. It could span hundreds of items, tens of stores. You don't want to go in and pick and choose those manually. So something that customers have asked for a long time is just a quick and easy way to load a promotion. So here I'm going to pick an Excel file. The Excel file actually looks like this. We've got the status of the promotion, approval information, name, code, etc. We've got a start date and an end date. More importantly, we've got the items the promotion is on. This could have again been at the brand, product line, but here I've got a list of items. So if you need a promotion to span 150 items, just put those 150 items in the Excel. We could have had a list of stores, but here I've got it at the retail channel, meaning just as if I'd gone into the tool and picked the items from a list and then picked a sales channel retail. This does the same thing. It's going to create the promotion, and it's going to span the selected items at all the stores under the selected sales channel, or sales channels if you want. I click Upload File, and voila, it's done. That easy, we've created our promotion. Beyond the ability to create promotions, it's very, very important to see and understand how historical promotions behaved and what future promotions are going to behave like. The promotions are just created. What happens behind the scenes is they're sent over to Oracle Demand Management Cloud. That very powerful engine that sits there in Demand Management Cloud looks at historical promotions, understands how those promotions shape history, and then generates a future forecast for my newly created promotions. So now in this tool, I can see how well my promotions behaved in the past and how they're going to behave in the future. So for example, I can go to a view called Promotion Details. Here I've got a list of the promotions in the system, and for different promotions I can see baseline volume, incremental, total, revenue, pricing information, discount, lift, ROI, all the pieces of information you need to make informed decisions to decide which of your historical promotions were effective and also decide if the promotions you have planned that are forward-looking are meeting your expectations and goals, or if they need to be revised. On the other hand, you've got things like aggregate analysis. Now I'm going to return to my reporting dashboard and take a look at a more aggregate level reports. For example, lift by discount percent. Here I see for a given account online that the different promotion types I have in the system actually behave differently. TPR is getting good lift as discount goes up, but the discount I'm getting for display or BOGO is substantially higher, which makes sense, but good to know. Now if I shift to my retail account, I see the behavior happens to be a little bit different. BOGO, for example, seems to be dipping after a while, and this is typically tied to the fact that you're doing buy one get one. You might just be out of stock of some of these products, or they go out of stock faster, or a lower discount, so you're not seeing as much lift. Display, on the other hand, seems to be doing very, very well at retail. So that's just something to look at and think about when you're looking at which promotions were more effective in history and how to best utilize your promotional dollars in the future. So lift obviously goes up as discount goes up. But what about profitability? So a different report, which is quite similar, now measures ROI by discount. And here we see that the higher the discount we go with, isn't necessarily going to lead to the best return on investment or best profitability to put in a promotion. As the discounts go higher and higher, my ROI actually starts tanking and sometimes actually becomes negative. So that's something to think about long and hard when you're planning your promotions. You want to move units, you want to potentially meet some sales quotas, but if that's going to be impacting your company's revenue and profitability, it's something you need to think about very, very hard. Now this report kind of hub is configurable during deployment. If there's specific metrics or reports you want to see, that could be done. And it really comes down to what provides the most value to the decision makers in your business. So we talked about creating promotions, we talked about viewing reports. We also have this approval screen. Here you see for a given user, you can see which promotions still require approval. And something that again has been asked for several times is the ability to go in and actually you can do mass selects and mass approves. So you can actually ask the approval or someone who's responsible for reviewing, approving or rejecting promotions, you can approve or reject more than one promotion at a time, which will just streamline the promotion process and make your life easier. So at a glance, this has been TPP, the solution that sits on top of Oracle Demand Management and allows the really easy and simplified creation of promotions and monitoring of promotions, visualizations of both historical and future promotions, and understanding of how effective they've been and how effective they're going to be.